Welcome to Smash Exams Band 7 in just 7 minutes. Today we have a very special video for you and we're going to be looking at the requirements of how to get a Band 7 in the Academic Writing Task 1. This is the rubric that the IELTS give us to get a level 7 in the Academic Writing Task 1. So as you can see, there's quite a lot of jargon. There's quite a lot of words you might not know. So what we're going to do today is simplify it so you know exactly what you need to do to get a level 7. Start the clock. The first band is for task completion, and here you can see what the IELTS recommend. Now, we're going to make it very simple. What it means is you need to write about the obvious in your overview paragraph. You need to add details in the 2 body paragraphs, and if necessary you should compare the graphs. So to give a quick example of this, we look at this chart below and we can see straight away that handheld games go up. So you just write it, handheld games go up. We can see the console games goes down. So you can say handheld games go up while console games go down. Okay, quick example on a pie chart, we can see that A, the blue one, and E, the golden one, have about 1/3 of the share each, and we can see that the red one, D, has less than 1/10 or around 1/10 of the share. That's all you need to do in the overview, and then you add more details in the body paragraph. The next thing is coherence and cohesion, which basically means it needs to make sense and it needs to flow together. So the best way to do this is use a 4-paragraph structure, such as an introduction, an overview, and then 2 body paragraphs. And the next thing you need to do to make sure you have is use cohesive devices, which basically means words that stick sentences together. We don't have time to go through all of them now, but here is some cohesive devices that you can learn and try and fit in the essay. Basically, if you want to compare something, you can say in the same way or similarly. If you want to contrast, which means it's different, you can say whereas or alternatively. The best way to get grades is to add sequencing, so you can say firstly or secondly or finally. And finally, if you want to illustrate your point, you can give examples. There are many more you can learn in the other sections of 7 in 7 minutes by checking out the links at the end of the video. The third Band 7 category is lexical resource, which you can see on the screen, but forget that. The best way to do it is to use a range of words by using synonyms correctly. Try not to use the same word twice, so have a little cheat list of synonyms before you go into the exam. For example, if you're going to have to compare a map, you're probably going to have to talk about something being built or being taken down. So use built once, and then you can use developed in the next sentence. Or if it's been taken down, you can use it once and then use demolished or removed in the next sentence. For things like pie charts, you can talk about percentages, then you can say around 1/3 or around 1/2. Or you can say something has risen, or it has grown, or it has risen carefully or steadily, or has dropped dramatically. Just have a little few words that you can have for each text. To help with this, you can check one of the videos linked at the end to see key vocabulary on maps or pie charts or bar charts. The final thing you will be graded on is your grammatical range and accuracy, and this is what a level 7 looks like. So to the simplified version, it's basically used a variety of sentences, and the most important thing is don't make too many mistakes. Okay, so the best way to do this is to use simple sentences. Okay, so the population of bees went up, or the population of wasps went up. And the very easy way to vary your sentences is to make them compound sentences. So you can say things like the population of bees went up and the population of wasps went up. Or you could use the population of bees went up, but the population of wasps went down. Very, very easy to do once you know the formula. 2 simple sentences joined by a connective. Now there's also complex sentences, and that will also help you to have this variety of sentences, but only stick to the ones you're comfortable with. If you want to know more about simple, compound and complex sentences and how to use them, click the link at the end of the video and I'll go through those with you. For now, just learn how to use these 8 words: and, but, because, if, although, who, which, and while, because if you can be comfortable using these words and you don't make mistakes with these words, you will automatically produce compound and complex sentences as well as your simple ones. And that's it. They look intimidating on paper and they look intimidating when you are just reading the banned descriptors, especially if English is your second language, which it will be if you are taking the IELTS exams. So as scary as they look, now you have a simplified version of them. So just to recap, there's about 8 things you need to do. 1, write about the obvious in your overview. 2, add details. 3, compare if there are more than one chart or graphs or maps. Use the structure, introduction, overview, 2 body paragraphs. Use cohesive device like furthermore, finally. Use a range of words and synonyms correctly. Try not to use the same word twice. I know that's difficult. Just try and have a little cheat sheet of words when you go into your exam. Finally, use a variety of sentences, and the best advice I can possibly give you is don't make mistakes. If you can write a simple sentence without a mistake, it's better than a complex sentence with lots of mistakes. The key thing is as many non-mistake filled sentences as you can. That's what you should be focusing on. Now, we've talked about this as a general academic writing task 1. Click the link after the logo for a breakdown of the bar chart and the pie chart, and it will help you with your vocabulary and your structure. If you got value from this, like and subscribe below. Thank you. See you next time. I forgot to say it, and stop the clock. Again, if you enjoyed this video, please check out 2 of my other videos on how to get a level 7 in 7 minutes.